Scarlet. Welcome back to the Universe podcast. There's something a little different today, in case anybody was curious. If you're watching us on YouTube, we now have video.
Yeah,
Very
crazy.
exciting.
I'm part of many firsts here, so it seems.
Yeah, this is very true. Yes, Scarlet was my first guest back for the Freshers episode, for anyone that may have missed it. But that one was really, really popular. Got a lot of hits.
Yeah, I'd like to think that it's my northern charm that keeps them coming back.
Exactly. So I figured it'd be good to get you on here for a little refreshers episode that I had in mind. So for anyone that is unaware, especially if you're a first-year student, refreshers is basically just a time for you to come back to uni. It's like a welcome back from the holiday. It's after exams, obviously. So it's the coming week up. So this is dropping on Thursday during exam week. So this coming next week, you've probably seen your college advertising freshers for refreshers, essentially. Did you go last year?
I think we went to like a couple events, but I'm not too sure. I don't think we actually bought a ticket. I think I just walked into places. Don't do that. But like, I don't think I went to everything, but it was good.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like you can't get into the place if it's like, because they'll say, oh, like I need to see your refreshers ticket, and then obviously you can't get in. But I had friends that like I had friends from James that bought the Langwith ticket last year because the Langwith refreshers was good.
And like I'd say it's a great way to end your exam season. Like a whole week of partying is just like perfect. Obviously like still lectures and stuff, but it's nice to have like your freshers over again.
Yeah. No, and like I mean, what, are you gonna like re-stick? Do you think you're gonna be a stick again?
No offense to my freshers if they're watching this, but I don't think I'm gonna be a stick again. It was kind of like a lot of pressure, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, I know so many people that got really, really ill after being a stick. Just because it takes a lot on your body. I mean, you're doing freshers again, but you're also doing your second year courses already, like, pretty much right out the gate.
And you have to, like, I think a lot of people, like, don't really talk about this. Like, you have to, like, watch people get off with each other and be like, whoa, I'm having a great time. And you're, like, sober with, like, your Coke in your hand. Like, what is happening here? Like, it's just not the same experience, but.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of Freshers Week, though, I feel like, I mean, you would know now. Did a lot of people get off with each other during the first few days of Freshers Week? Because I felt like in my Freshers Week, I didn't see that many people. Like, and okay, when we also say get off with each other for American terms, that means like make out with each other in the club. But like when you see that happen, I did not see that in the first half of the week.
Really?
I saw that more in the second half because then I think people got more comfortable with like, I guess, making out with people in front of their friends.
To be fair, I think it was mainly a Revs night that I saw the most of it. Yeah.
Sunday revs.
I think it was a Sunday Revs, in all honesty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of wild. But to be fair, little anecdote, nothing is worse than when I once saw my friend Michael get off with a girl in a club and she jumped on him, like straddled her legs around him. But she was so sweaty from this nightclub in Sheffield. She was dripping on his face and he was like kissing her so aggressively and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
It's giving sweaty salvos.
It is giving sweaty salvos.
Well, because was it called that last year? Or I feel like it's sweatier this year than it was last year. Or am I just like, maybe I'm like an old crotchety second year and I'm like, no, it's definitely sweatier.
It was better when we were here.
maybe that's just me.
No, I remember in my like first time in Salvos, I was like overwhelmed with the smell of like feet.
No, okay. Fun fact: when I initially started going to that club in particular, I didn't like it at first.
Same.
I really like it was not my favorite, but then it became my favorite, and now I haven't been in a long time because the queue's always insane. That I'm like, I'd rather just like go to a bar with friends.
And now that we don't do sports as well, there's no need for Wednesday Salvos.
All the sports go Wednesday Salvos, and now Flares is just as bad.
Flares is crazy on a Wednesday. Like the queue is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to refreshers, though.
Back to refreshers. So now that all the freshers know their favorite clubs, like they know how everything works, are you thinking more freshers are going to try and blend in to look like second and third years and plus to try and get with the upper students?
I think freshers this year, I think anyway, have a lot more confidence than I had as a fresher. I was like terrified. I got off with a guy who was like doing a master's, I'm pretty sure, at the time. And I was like terrified to kiss this man. I thought he was going to like pull away and be like, that was the worst kiss I've ever had. Like, I don't know where they get it from, but I think definitely because there'll be more of them, like you just won't notice that they're freshers.
Yeah. Okay, well my perspective also is on that note of like the you getting off with a master's student, or just like in general when a fresher gets off with a master's student. As if I was a master's student, I can't imagine myself getting with
A fresher.
a fresher, like an 18-year-old.
Same. I mean,
Like,
slay. But,
slay.
like, it's not my bag.
Yeah. But when it's roles reversed, there's like this thing of like, like I got with like an older guy or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but yeah. I think roles reversed, it gets kind of weird. Like if you think about if this was you, would you want to get with someone younger?
I think it's pretty strange. I would get with, no offense again, none of my freshers. They're just not, like, it's weird. Like, you look after them like they're your, like, siblings. And then to
Yeah.
be like, to be fair, hashtag shout out to Caitlin. Caitlin got off with one of our freshers. And, like, slay. But it's just, I, like, couldn't do it. I couldn't envision myself doing that. But, I mean, if you like them.
Yeah, no, and like if you have like a genuine connection with them, then
Yeah.
that's like also a different thing. And also the age gap, we're not talking something crazy. It's 1 year. Like when
Yeah.
you think about it like that, it's a 1 year difference.
You're
It's
not like 30 and they're 12.
Exactly. Okay,
That'd be a bit
maybe
illegal.
maybe not 12, but you know what I mean. So it's like I do think that there is like that threshold vibe. But I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see what the freshers are going to be up to during refreshers,
Yeah.
and how many of them actually buy tickets. Because I feel like now the thing is with refreshers, it's open to the upperclassmen, whereas freshers is again just freshers.
Yeah. I know, like, I think we bought tickets last year, and I know my freshers have bought tickets this year.
Yeah.
I need to buy my tickets, to be fair.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm on James Events Committee.
Oh, yeah.
As per usual, I'm gonna plug James College at every opportunity.
Plug James College right now.
It's the best college, you guys. If you're thinking of coming to Uni of York, definitely go James College. But so I've planned with the committee some fun events.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing something with your college,
Indeed.
Langworth College.
that
So
college.
that'll be really, really fun to be able to do, like, because then it also isn't a bunch of people. Like, it's not going to be overwhelmingly crowded like Sweaty Salvos.
Yeah.
An upside of refreshers, if you guys are thinking of buying a ticket and you haven't yet, a fun thing about it is like it's not going to get overly crowded because they have like limited like tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it shouldn't get crazy.
No, and it's also nice that it is like a ticketed event. Like, you don't have like weird old men that have just decided to come in.
So it's like a student night, but even more exclusive. But yeah, and then you also get to see like more people from your college that maybe you haven't
Seen in ages.
Yeah, like you haven't seen in a while, or maybe that you've wanted to talk to more, but you haven't had an opportunity. And I want to talk about like making new friends.
Oh, yeah.
So like in New York, I had this expectation of like everyone's gonna come back and like want to make new friends during refreshers and just like meet more and new people and like make more friends. I will say I didn't go out of like I tried to make more friends, but I felt like a lot of cliques were kind of set. Instead, what I found that it was easier was to like reconnect with or get closer with people you already are like that already kind of know. Like you obviously are probably close with your like housemates, but people that you don't live with that maybe you're friends with, like connect more with them. How about you?
I completely agree. I think, like, I would like to make more friends this year, but as you say, I feel like it's very, like, already cliquey. Like, you're better friends with your housemates, obviously you live with them, but I think it's a good time for, like, if you had, like, a smaller circle of friends who, like, say live next door to you, for them to, like, come around and meet your whole house, like, introduce them to the people that you've met, and they can introduce you then to people they've met. I think, I don't know, you're very unlikely to meet someone, like, in flares who you've never met before and then like find your lifelong best friend sort of thing at refreshers. But I think definitely you probably meet like a few new people at least.
Yeah, or go to maybe like they have like the sober events. I know a lot of people like take the piss out of those, but like maybe go. I think is it Langworth that's doing like tote bag making or something?
I have no idea. Also, hang on, let me cough.
It's okay.
Jeez.
Hopefully we're not getting sick before refresher starts.
I pray.
No, okay, genuinely, no. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's like people during exams. Like I know this happens to me. I have never not once had an exam where like I haven't been on like the brink of illness or like getting a sore throat or sick. And I think it's because when you're stressed, your immune system
Plummets.
it's shot, and then like you're way more susceptible to getting sick.
Yeah, I think that too. And also, like, especially these exams right now, they're in the middle of winter. So, like, you've come back from Christmas, everybody's feeling a bit, like, ill.
No, I think it should be the opposite, though. Shouldn't you be like, oh, like, I've just been home, now I'm healed. Maybe. I've been, in the comforts of my home. Or, like, away from the clubs and all the Germany places.
I don't know. I don't get ill, but weirdly. So, I saw a psychic, and she told me I have a psychic gift. And
Okay.
so, for some unknown reason, every time I have exams, someone always asks me about this dream thing that I have. Well, like, this might be a bit TMI for the pod, but, like, slay. I have dreams, like, sex dreams with people. I don't know who the person is, but then, like, during sex with someone else, I'll realise, oh, you were out of my dream. Like, I've seen this
Oh,
before.
that's weird.
And then I, like, tell someone about that, and then I have, like, horrible, like, lucid dreams, like, that are just, like, the worst things ever, right before my exams, and so then my mind's, like, all boggled. So I don't know whether that's, like, this psychic lady getting back at me for telling me I've got a gift or what, but...
Well, okay, I
Pretty
remember
spooky.
thinking I was, like, slightly psychic in middle school. Because I remember there's this girl and we had the same shirt. And I remember one day I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wear this shirt because I have a feeling like she's going to wear it today. And then, lo and
She
behold,
did.
she wore the shirt. But this happened 3 times.
I mean, 3 times isn't a coincidence.
Yeah. And every year on my birthday, all throughout middle school and high school, I had, like, the birthday, like, test curse. Every single birthday I had, there was some sort of quiz. Like, it was anything from, like, as little to, like, a spelling quiz to, like, a maths chapter test. Like, and where I would be, like, stressed out of my mind, like, or I'd have it the day after my birthday, so all day on my birthday I was, like,
You were,
crying
like,
out of
dreading it.
stress. Yeah. And now I'm like, I really like that I don't have, like, exams. So, like, this year on my birthday, I was able to, like, do stuff.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah, uni's definitely good for that. I don't think I had anything near my birthday. In fact, I think I stayed, like, longer for my birthday last year. But I might be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Something
Well,
like that.
Back to refreshers. Let's talk exams for first years. I mean, now they're pretty much done with them.
I thought they were next week. Oh, this
Yeah.
comes out on Thursday. Sorry, guys. I've ruined the cinematic magic.
Well, so now they're pretty much done with them. Do we recommend, because I mean, I feel like a lot of freshers don't try, especially during their first exams. They're like, I'm a first year and grades don't count in England. Slay.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, now I have my refreshers and everything. And then going into spring, like, that's when stuff starts to get stressful, like, leading up to that is then you've
Definitely.
got third years doing their theses.
Theses?
Thesi.
I think it might be thesi.
No
Is it not?
I think it's like, it's not theses. I definitely know that. I think it's like theses.
Theses, yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's due. I know that, like, my degree has definitely stepped up. I'm in 5 days a week, like,
Yeah.
in spring term, so
An
no more
actual,
partying.
like, school, uni.
Yeah, not fun.
That's why we're here at the end of the day. But yeah.
What I'd say about exams is, like, a really big point, because I failed 2, like, I had to resit 2, and I was talking about it earlier in the pub. One of my exams I failed because Langwith had a pub quiz on at the Glass House, which was like a campus bar sort of thing. They always had a pub quiz. I think it was on a Monday. And Max and Caitlin, my housemates, who we live with now, actually, were already in the pub and were, like, texting me, like, the pub quiz has started. And so I was, like, at my computer, like, I don't understand what's happening. Write literally anything. I answered 3 questions and then turned this thing in. It was like, I'll have passed. I got 19%. Like, it was horrendous.
Ouch.
But
Yeah.
I only had, like, myself to blame. So, like, genuinely take your exams very seriously.
Yeah.
Because it'll come back to bite you.
Yeah. I feel like what I always struggle with is I'm always on the border of, like, oh my gosh, I have my, like, you're all my young and hot ones, hot girl shit, let's go to the club and the bars, woo! And
Yeah.
also, like, money comes and goes
Definitely.
mentality. And then I'll be like, oh, no, I really need to, like, commit and, like, do school hardcore and then, like, not go out. And there definitely needs to be a balance.
Yeah. It's like, you can't have all work, no play. But you can't have all play, no work. You have to, like,
exactly.
work hard, play hard.
Yeah. Work hard.
I was
play
just
hard,
thinking that.
Work hard, play hard. It wouldn't be me coming back to the pod if I didn't say it.
Exactly.
For everyone that uses this as a drinking game, take a shot. But yeah. So overall, I'm very excited for refreshers.
Same. Something that I think is memorable about my refreshers was I dressed as a condom, and so did Caitlin.
Was this like a costume thing?
It was dressed as the first letter of your name, but like instead of being like a strawberry and a cactus,
I would have said like a snake or like a scorpion or like something like.
we had like no ideas for me there, which now I'm thinking about it is so stupid. Like, I can't even remember what I was thinking about dressing as, like a scarecrow or something, I'm pretty sure. Like, it was such a limited idea. And so then I was like, what happens if we're sex themed? So I was safe sex, and then Caitlin was a condom.
That's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely memorable. You guys probably stood out. Everyone probably remembered you.
Well, everybody commented, because we had like condom earrings, and so everybody commented, like, I love your earrings. And I was like, they're real condoms.
Scram.
But I was like so blackout drunk that night. It was horrendous. And me and Caitlin were like joking around about like using them. Oh, it was so bad.
And
Like,
did they have
with men.
holes in them from the earrings too? So
No, we were sensible. We could reuse these condoms. It was just in the little corner. Like, it wasn't through the condom.
I mean, cost of living.
Cost of living.
Can we afford condoms now?
Hashtag save the turtle. Honestly. Because condoms are made out of plastic, right?
Yeah.
See? So, like, that's bad for
Or
the planet.
no, are they made of like? Yeah.
Because surely it's like
yeah.
plastic and latex.
Yeah, and like rubber.
Yeah. That's bad for turtles. Turtles can't eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag down with condoms. I'm kidding, of course. Like, please be safe. don't get an STI. Some of them are for life.
Oh my gosh.
Like herpes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I knew this person. They came to school. This was back in high school, and we were in orchestra, right? And so we were playing the cello, and so this kid came in and he did wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, like I actually have like mat herpes." Because this like went around the team. And it's basically, it's by like, I don't know how it's
like skin
to skin contact, but I know that like it couldn't be transmitted just like through the air or something.
Yeah, like he had to like touch you.
Yeah. He didn't make matters better. He was like, I have this for life. We were like,
Jesus. That made me panic so much. I'd be like,
I was like,
crucifix out.
I was like, this is something I'm gonna have for life. Like, oh, we were all freaking out. He did not make it better. He was like, yeah, like I talked to my doctor, like I'm gonna be on meds for the rest of my life. And I was like,
God.
It's so hard for me, like it used to be really hard. Now it's like I've gotten better at it. It's like to say no. And so he asked me.
That sounds so bad.
No, in terms of me being a nice person, he asked me for a ride home, and I was like, because I drove the car to school that day, and I was like,
You shouldn't get in my car.
I was like really torn. I was like, do I give this man a ride home in my car? And so I did, and I was like, trying to like hold my breath like the whole drive.
What? Because he breathed a bit too much and you inhaled the herpes.
I was like panic mode the whole time. And then the moment he got out of my car, I like rolled down all the windows.
Oh
And it was like winter, I think, too. I was like, I had all the windows down, blasted home, and then I got Lysol my entire vehicle. No, it was like a whole thing. Again, I don't really know how herpes is still spread, but I know back then I really didn't know.
See, like, you can get it from mouth to mouth, kissing, but I thought only if you had a cut in your mouth. Like,
maybe.
But herpes can be herpes simplex, which is just cold sores. So, like, a lot of people just have that.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know, like, does that then develop into, like, genital herpes? I don't know.
I have no idea. I think we need to learn this. I feel like this is like stuff I should know.
Maybe someone should, like, comment.
Yeah. Drop a comment.
Professional.
And tell us, like, explain herpes more, please.
So, what is your refresher's memory?
Oh, God. We're circling it back. Circling it back. I know.
Like,
yeah.
tangented.
Well, we're just so entertaining. I mean, like, how can people not want to know what we have to say?
It is also, like, a cheeky little catch-up chat. I love talking about this.
Okay, my favorite refreshers memory. Oh boy. I started getting ill. I remember because then I sold my Roman Ride shirt to Mitchell, who was actually on the pod and talked about law.
Oh yeah.
This term, yeah. But so I sold him my shirt because he was like,
I want to
go. Yeah. And I was like, I'm selling mine. And he was like, wait, really? So he came and got it. And then he blames me. He got COVID that night.
Jesus.
Right?
That's your fault, Teagan.
He was like Teagan. And then he got COVID and then he had to isolate. Yeah, no, okay. I think also another thing is like maybe, okay, you made a comment like way earlier and it is coming back to me, is when you were like, I think that the freshers this year are a lot more confident. I think a lot of that has to do with COVID, honestly.
Probably.
Like, I know everyone hates, like, still talking about COVID and probably hates hearing about it. But as a general thing, I mean, like, COVID did affect...
Like, how you carried off, yeah,
Yeah, our
definitely.
students. And, like, and I think, I remember, what was, like, your first freshers club night back? Or, like your first big freshers event?
No idea.
Because mine was at the RKC. And I remember thinking that, which
Like,
was
your
basically...
first ever?
It was like our first student night during Freshers Week for James.
Oh, ours was, like, the glass house. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember thinking this was, like, the most, like, fun thing, like, I'd ever done.
Same.
Like, this was so fun. And, I mean, part of it was because I had never been clubbing before. Mm-hmm. But the other part of it, I mean, was just because, like, we now, like, it felt so freeing. I felt like we went from, like, 25% to, like, 90%. Mm-hmm.
We had an event with you, I'm pretty sure, in your, like, James College, RKC.
Yeah, no, a lot of the colleges, like,
there was, like,
do a night there.
An 80s night or something?
Yeah, and they all have, like, different themes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And that was so good. One of my sticks, he tried to help us steal a fence, and then one of the, like, James College bouncers came over and was like, your friends have been removed. And I was like, I'm stealing a fence? I didn't do that.
Oh, no, I had a friend that, like, so a bunch of people the first night in our house, because the first night was everyone moved in, so there was no night or anything, because everyone had to get to know each other. People in my house got plastered. Everyone was, like, hammered, except me.
Yeah.
I was, like, kind of nervous still. I was, like, the American.
I don't want to drink too much.
Yeah, and I also knew there was stuff coming later in the week, so I didn't. A lot of people did, and so then, like, the next night was our RKC night, and they were just, like, hanging a little bit.
Jeez.
And, like, I remember one of my housemates, shout out Jackson, he took one Jaeger, just chunned. Like, it was, like, not going down, because he was not good from the night before. And then I remember, like, one of the bouncers came over and was like, out. He was like, I'm not drunk. Like, I promise you I'm not. And he was like, I don't care. You're outside.
Yeah.
30 minutes. You have to drink some water, and then you can go back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I actually, like, that first night, we had, like, a event. It was, like, at the TPs, which, like, in Langwith.
Yeah.
I was so drunk. I drank a whole bottle of limoncello during pre's, just neat, because I was too scared to ask anybody for a mixer. So I was like, I'll just drink a pint of this. I'll be fine. And my sticks came in and were like, that's just neat limoncello. Like, are you good? And I was like, yeah, I drink this all the time. I was like, help me.
I think my low was when I poured myself a glass of neat vodka.
Oh my god.
And it wasn't even good. It was like the Aldi vodka.
Yum.
And that's how you know it was a low. Like, that was a low.
That's how you know you're bad.
Yeah. That was not good.
No, I could never drink neat vodka. I don't actually know what scarred me, but the smell of it is just horrible. You know when you accidentally go to Rebs and order just a normal shot of vodka and you sniff it? And you're like, inside melt. Because, like, I've been like, oh, can I get that, that vodka? Meaning, like, the, like, fruities.
Oh, yeah.
And they just gave me a stick of regular vodka, and I was like,
nice.
What am I gonna do with this? So I just palm it off on random people at the bar, like, do you want this? Goodbye.
Well, okay, my advice then, I guess, is to freshers during refreshers, is now, like, you guys have definitely, like, figured out what your drink of choice is. It's not a Negroni, Spaghetti with Prosecco in it. But, there's that video of us in Revs. Do you remember when there's a video of us in Revs and me going, what's your drink of choice? Oh my God, yeah. And we were, like, really not okay. And we were like, a Negroni. And I thought, Spaghetti.
With Prosecco in it.
Ooh, stunning. And so I basically, so my advice is you probably have your drink of choice sorted.
Just drink that.
No, don't overdo it was going to be my point. Do you know how many VKs I drank last year?
I hate VKs.
Blue VKs.
Okay.
I can't stand it now.
Unpopular opinion, I detest a VK. I don't know what it is about them, but I just hate them.
What if someone...
It's the sugar?
I know. No, genuinely, okay. PSA, there's so much caffeine in them as well. Like, a lot of caffeine. And I had no idea. I would drink these, like, for my prees, like, the big bottles.
The big,
I do that for prees, and I'd also pour, like, vodka shots into that. So that was my prees. And then I'd go out and I'd order, like, just more blue VKs the rest of the night. Like,
Jesus.
Because I was like, oh, like, it isn't as hard, obviously, as, like, getting a vodka lemonade or a vodka cran. But
it was worse. No, me and Caitlin, our drink of choice for prees used to be wine, like rosé wine, vodka in that, and then like a little tot of lemonade. No, like 12% wine. And we'd be like, why were we so drunk last night? And now looking back at this, I'm like, no wonder I was off my face. Like, I can't even have a bottle now and, like, be sociably drunk.
Oh, no.
I was on some smirking freshers, clearly. Yeah. But, no, I'd also say, if you have a drink that you can't drink, mine is a Jaeger bomb. I don't know what it does to me.
Right.
But the next day, I hate everything about a Jaeger. So, like, don't do it to yourself. I think freshers is a time to learn, like, that shot does not sit with me.
No, try all the different alcohols and see what works for you.
Yeah.
Like, some of them might not give you a hangover at all.
But
You might be fine.
Yeah, might give you a huge hangover.
Oh, no, okay. So, beginning off this year, I had sworn off vodka. Because last year I had just one too many instances where I was like, you know what? I think I need to just, like, either drink less or, like, make sure I, like, just try a different drink.
Yeah.
And just see how I react to that. And I found that white rum, like Bacardi, was, like, great for me. And I was chilling. But, that being said, it's harder to get than vodka at the clubs.
Yeah, definitely. And also probably more expensive.
Oh, yeah, no. So, let me tell you. So, I was at Yates, and I asked for a Sex on the Beach, but with rum instead of vodka. Scram, it's grim. It was actually vile. And, like, the bartender gave me this weirdest look, like, as I ordered it.
Like,
I was
what is wrong with you?
Like, can I get a Sex on the Beach? And then it's, like, really loud. And I go, and then he's like, oh, and I was like, no. I was like, but instead of vodka, can I get white rum? And he was like,
white rum's, like, really strong tasting, though. Like, it's not, like, a smooth,
it was,
like,
yeah, no, it
vodka.
wasn't good. No. Yeah. And then he gave me the weirdest look, but initially he said no. But then I was like, I think I lied. I said, like, I'm allergic to vodka.
Do you want to poison me?
Anyway, so then I drank it. I had to down it. I was like, this is not good. Like, and I think that, just everyone was like, Teagan, yeah, that was on you. And it was.
Yeah. No, I remember in my, like, local pub at home, some guy once ordered a Guinness with blackcurrant in it. And I've never been as horrified in my whole life. And so then I was like...
Guinness with black?
Yeah, a Guinness and black. And so then I, like, asked my, like, dad about it. I was like, is this a normal thing? And he was like, yeah, it's delicious. And I was like, you're all so disturbed.
No way, this is
What
a
is
thing.
wrong with people?
No, I've heard of, like, what is it called? A black and tan.
What is that?
And I think that's, like... It's like you have, like, your light beer and then your dark beer... I've seen it done before. I don't know what beers it's with. I'll just say, like, it's like the colors of, like, one half looks like Guinness, and the other half looks like what, like Coors or Stella or something. Like, it's called a black and tan.
Oh,
and I always thought the adults get it when I was like,
isn't that, like, weird though? Because, like, a Guinness is, like, still.
I don't know, Scram. I don't know. Point was, it looked good.
Maybe we should have one.
When I was little. So we can look it up and maybe we can...
Well, so at home we do, this is quite a popular cider to be fair, but not really near me. It's like from Somerset. Why it's in Sheffield, not foggiest. But it's called a Rattler, and a Rattler Black, so Rattler and blackcurrant, is unbelievable. So good. Only thing is, you leave the pub with, like, a Joker smile of, like, blackcurrant. And I, like, came home once and my dad was like, you've been drinking that Rattler Black. And I was like, no.
Okay, well, like, in June, they had Aspel cider on tap at a bunch of places. And I liked Aspel.
I like Aspel a lot.
It was good. And so I got Aspel with black a couple times.
Cider and blackcurrant is, like, really good.
Yeah. Is this a thing in America? Can you get, like, a cider on tap with, like, blackcurrant? Asking all my Americans.
Friends. Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm going to be, now that I'm 21, I can actually go.
Oh my God. Wait, is this a stupid question? Do you guys have Stella in America?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we do.
So you guys have the Stella wife beater men then?
Okay, well, the thing is, now I feel like it's becoming more of, like, a thing that people say, like, oh, like, you're going to beat your wife kind of thing. Because my mom has had, like, Stella is, like, her drink of choice on tap. And so when I remember, like, it was only, like, a couple summers ago that, like, and again, like, I've never heard this, but that, like, her friends at the pub would then say, like, oh, like, you're gonna beat your wife. And I was like, I had never heard that. I remember being like, what? Like, where has this come from?
Yeah.
And
my mom doesn't have a wife.
But I was just, like, really confused. And I swear I'd never heard that before. I think it's, like, becoming a bigger thing in America now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say about now you're 21?
Oh, yeah, I'm 21.
So you can drink.
Now when I go to the States, I can actually go to places and figure out, like, what the American cocktails. I mean, that's sure similar.
I bet.
Yeah.
I presume. Oh my God, I've just thought, if I came to visit you, I literally couldn't drink.
Yeah. I know.
That is wild. Do a lot of people, I'm betting a lot of people, like, your friends with have fake IDs?
I mean, like, I'm not gonna,
know.
like, confirm anything, but like, I know people.
I know of people
that, like, might have had something that resembled an ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know of people that
I know
sold
of
things
people.
that might have resembled IDs.
Yeah.
But I think, near me anyway, but I live in kind of a small town, you'd never get ID'd anyway. Like, as long
Yeah.
as you were in a big group of people, especially in my, like, local, you could be 12. And they'd be like, yeah, sure. As long as you ordered the right thing. Like, if you go in and say, can I have a Smirnoff Ice? They'd be like, no.
Can I
Definitely
get
no.
a strawberry daiquiri with 3 shots of vodka in it? Like, yeah.
Can I get a strawberry daiquiri, but with white rum?
That's how we know. If you ask for white rum, we know you're not.
Oh my god, a little
seasoned
ID story though. You didn't get sent without a passport.
I have a story.
Teagan becomes a Karen for an episode.
Teagan the Karen. No, I was just pissed. Okay, there's this pub that we frequent. Okay, and I went with my American ID, as I've done many times before. Okay,
ASMR moment there.
so I'm at this pub with a friend. He orders his drink. All goes well. Person in front of me orders his drink. Looks younger than me. All goes well for him as well. My turn. I go up to the woman at the bar and I ask, can I get a pint of Guinness, please? She goes, can I see your ID? And I was like, yeah, sure. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Pull it out, show it to her. And she goes, oh, long dramatic pause. And I was like, what now? Like, I was waiting to hear, like, oh, you're from Washington.
Yeah.
Where's the age? 18 on here? I don't know. But so she goes, actually, do you have like a British ID or like a passport on you? I'm like, I mean, my passport's at home. Like, I don't tend to bring it to the pub.
Yeah.
It's a pretty valuable item that if I lost would require a big hassle. So she just goes, oh, well, I'm not saying it's fake or anything, but there's no way for me to tell that this is a real ID. So unfortunately, I can't serve you. And then additionally, I then, because my friend was like, oh, like, you should just go get your passport. Because I live close to it, right? So I was like, I could have gone home and gotten it, but I was like, no, now I have a point to prove.
Yeah.
I got a pint of water. And I slurped it.
At the bar in front of the woman, like,
I was like, fresh.
this tastes like me not paying for anything. You did. I should have just gone there. I want to speak to your manager.
I think she was the manager.
Oh.
She was giving manager
but you
vibes.
could have given her the opportunity to, like, you know, when they do like a spin and they're like,
okay,
I am the manager.
and make her. No, I don't want to give her that power.
Yeah, she'd have like a power
She
trip.
had total
to be
power
fair.
trip. Yeah, she was already having a power trip to like refuse me. Would I be a British person with a fake American ID? Let's just start there.
That's what it really confuses me, because then I think, like, you've been served in so many other places.
Yeah.
That as well. Do they often see people trying to fake an American ID?
And they also don't even, not a lot of people don't even check my ID because, like, I obviously look like I'm over 18. And I know the whole law is, like, the under 25 thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I could say I'm 25 if I really tried. Like, you know what I mean? I don't look really young or anything.
Yeah.
But then she definitely, like, she heard my accent immediately, ID. And, oh, we don't accept it. Oh, you need a passport.
I think that's so stupid, though. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. But I was just like, also, then why is it my problem? Like, why don't you have those little, like, card reader thingies?
the little blue light.
I mean, like, maybe
stuff.
they're super expensive. I don't know how it is.
I don't think they are.
But I'm like,
Although, like, so I used to work somewhere. I'm not going to name the company just for purposes and
legalities.
And we used to get Scottish money, which some places don't take because obviously you don't know whether it's fake or not. So, like, you meant to call your manager, like, radio him and be like, please come and check this money. But I'm not being funny. If you really want to fake a Scottish note and be edgy and come in and pay with a Scottish... I just took it. I never radioed my manager. I was like, yeah, cool, I don't care. I get paid minimum wage. Like, why am I bothered? The people at the pub, why do they care that much? Like, I get your pub gets your licensing took off you, but you're an singular American girl. Who you ringing? The BBC News.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I have to start bringing my passport out, though, that's going to be, like, I'm so scared to lose
bad
it.
in a club.
Like, I also, like, I lose my keys on a night out. If I lost my passport, oh my God, forget it. The stress I'd feel.
Exactly. And then if you don't get it back, also, they'd send it back to the States, surely, like, if someone found it.
Yeah,
so they send it back
I have
to,
two.
like, you.
I have my Canadian passport and my U.S. passport.
Oh, wow.
The U.S. one on the back, it has, like, please return this to, and it's, like, the New York visa office address on the back. It's, like, a big green sticker.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's, like...
But then, like, surely that
it's sent it to New York, USA, and I'd be like...
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the Canadian one, I think, yeah, they just... I mean, someone would probably steal it. Who says that they'd actually return it? They'd probably steal it.
I don't think they'd steal a passport. I feel like they're more likely to steal your ID. I mean, I know when I lost my ID in Wetherspoons, I'm 99% sure this, like, girl who was 16, she was, like, asking me in the toilets if I'd buy her drinks at the bar, and I was like, no.
I think I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I dropped my ID somewhere, like, in the Wetherspoons, and I'm so sure she took it, because she was blonde, too. Sorry,
Anyway.
Mike.
Well, with all of that being said, we've told a lot of fun stories, and we hope everyone will be at Refreshers. We better see y'all out there.
I hope so.
If you see me during Refreshers, please say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that you enjoyed the pod, and if you didn't, keep your nasty comments to yourself. We don't want to hear them.
No, thank you. But if you do listen, I mean, like, please let me know. Like, I love to hear it. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Scarlet, for coming back on.
No problem.
It has been lovely having you.
Here.
And I really, really thank you because I know you have exams coming up. And I really appreciate you taking time to come do this.
It's okay. I thoroughly enjoy being on the pod. So
good. Yay. And everyone, you can listen to this wherever podcasts can be found. That being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, newly, and all the places, and including Pocket Casts as well. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for listening. Okay. Bye.